I don't know if y'all missed this, but Tony Khan was embroiled in a situation with a troll. A troll that I already talked about. I'm not going to say their names, but they're a podcaster who's 5 feet tall and enjoy cats. That's all I'm going to tell you. I just want to say this. I understand why Tony Khan would be annoyed and upset when people are giving him all of this criticism from every which way. Tony Khan takes criticism from every which way but loose, okay? The only difference between, and I don't even think there's a difference between him and Triple H in terms of response, because Triple Thumbs actually reads what the internet wrestling community likes, and he gives them what they want. That's why this shit sucks. So, the feud started, if you're not aware, I'm going to tell you, the feud started with a segment involving Daniel Garcia that took place on Saturday night's episode of AEW Collision. And this happened back in early October, like October 21st. So, this person claimed that nobody believes in Daniel Garcia. And he later went on to call a fan who supported Garcia stupid. And this is where Tony couldn't help himself and respond. Okay? So, said Catman, I'll call him Catman. He said, LOL, Orange Cassidy has been overexposed. Daniel Garcia, nobody believes in him. Private party, Tony Khan has booked them into obscurity for 4 years. It all reeks of desperation instead of planning long-term investment. And then the fan said, we do believe in Daniel Garcia. And Catman said, no you don't. You only believe because you're fucking stupid to what actually is going on. Now this is where TK, Tony Khan, comes in. He said, why would you tell a fan that they're stupid just for expressing their opinion? Everyone is allowed to have beliefs and opinion. It doesn't make them stupid. Catman says, because I can, Tony, it's all subjective in capital letters. And so Khan said, yes, exactly. It's all subjective. That's why I never called you stupid once in 5 years, despite the fact that I often disagree with your opinions. And that is where Tony Khan opened the floodgates. Said Catman said, well, you couldn't call me stupid for the first 3 years because I was on your payroll, quote unquote, supposedly, and the last 2 years as a fan. I disagree with you creatively. That's coming from someone who desperately stood for what you served us. Now I feel no emotion. Fix it. Then somebody said, you're a grown man calling wrestling fans stupid because they don't agree with your opinion. And Catman said, and you're a grown man letting a wrestling podcaster get under your skin. We can both play that game. Let me tell y'all something. If I had said this already, I understand Tony Khan. He's booking. Even Triple H. We give both of these guys hell. At the end of the day, all of this is fake and stupid, okay? All of it, I'm going the Vince Russo route. All of it's fake bullshit. It's TV, alright? At the end of the day, we talk about it because we enjoy it. It is what it is. Whoop de whoop de whoop. It's not as popular as everyone likes to seem or think it is. It's just a fucking job for wrestlers that are on TV. It's no different than going to the movies, hoping to see something good, getting a bunch of bullshit, go home, pan the story, and move on with your life. The problem then comes in, it becomes personal. People don't know how to subjectively give an opinion without the attacks. Catman attacks everybody and plays the victim extremely quickly. Now, where Tony Khan has fucked up is he gave Catman validity in his claims that Tony Khan actually watches and listens to what he says. Now, AEW has gotten a reputation of good pay-per-views, terrible show. I don't know what you all expecting. I already said, now that everyone has gotten their money from their respective companies, Netflix to WWE, Warner Brothers to AEW, the product will now go into a decline because there's no incentive. Everybody got their money. So say what you want to say and move on. But now it's a crusade by Catman. Catman made a whole podcast about it, y'all. You fed him. Now he's super empowered and comfortable to go after you because you admitted or inadvertently admitted that you're listening to whatever Catman has to say. And this is all trolls want. They want you to acknowledge them. The reason why Catman has mother's basement in the back is because Jay Cargill said that he's an incel living in his mother's basement and need to hop up off her shit. Okay? He went after Alexa Bliss because her wrestling's weak, so he says she ain't a good fuck and she probably flops around in the bed. Okay? Y'all have to go back at the trolls just as hard as they go back at you. But everybody's not built like that. This is this guy's job. Maybe that's how he makes his money. Being as inflammatory and as disrespectful as possible so that he could get his views and get his money. This is how people make money. I mean, I would be remiss to sit here and say I would like to get a couple of pieces of change from this YouTube stuff I'm doing, but I'm not going to sit here and be losing my fucking mind. If you're in the comments telling me you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, that's fine, but you're going to be respectful saying it. Maybe I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about half the time. Who cares? It's fucking wrestling. It's no different than sitting watching ESPN with Shaquille O'Neal and them, or whatever station he's on. They talking about basketball, and then you got fucking Charles Barkley who talks like me. He be slurring his speech and shit, and don't know half the fucking shit he talking about. But the show's popular. Everybody likes watching it. Now wait a minute. I do know what I be talking about sometimes, but for whatever reason, after this Invisalign stuff, my speech do get a little bit slurred. But either way, that's neither here nor there. I had to fix that. So this was a polite conversation, and it just went into a whole bunch of bullshit. You have to stop feeding the trolls, but it's very difficult to let people talk to you any kind of fucking way. Now, it's the internet. Everybody talks to people fucking crazy on the internet. And if you see them in person, they're probably 5'2" and like cats. And may even smell like cat piss. They're not going to say it to you. You know. But Tony Khan, you're a billionaire, you know, and all kind of stuff. You should not be on the internet talking to nobody. Unless they're your employees. Let the employees go to back and forth and bat for you. But this didn't help Tony Khan feed the trolls. We already think you want coke. So it looked like you was snorting coke. And you let Catman get up under your skin. And now Catman feels like he is the guy. Every time people acknowledge Catman, he goes in. And it's really sad to watch on both ends. So is that why Private Party won the tag team championships? Because Tony Khan, you want to show Catman he don't know what the fuck he talking about? I hope not, because that would be terrible. There are no stars anywhere on AEW or WWE. Well, WWE got at least one or two. And then they got a bunch of nostalgia acts that they could always pull out for us old heads to be like, oh, I remember. Other than that, ain't no stars. So stop feeding the trolls, I guess. That's going to be difficult, but do the best you can. Tell me what y'all think in the comments.